Hi guys, good to see you. It's time for some more Star Trek today. Today we're watching season 1, episode 11 of the animated series. This episode is called the Terratin Incident. I don't have any guess as to what that is. Terratin might be a planet or some kind of place, or maybe a people. I'm not sure. Terra reminds me of like the Earth, but that's all I'm getting from that. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm finding myself kind of simultaneously being happy that these are shorter, but also wanting them to be longer. Because it's really easy to be like, oh, I could just watch it, it'll be quick, won't take up too much time, but then the episode goes on, it ends, and I'm like, well, that could have been... could have been longer.
We are approaching the remains of the burnt-out supernova Arachna.
Captain, I'm getting some interference on subspace extreme upper registers. If it's a signal, I don't recognize it.
Put it on the speaker.
Signals appear random. One isolated word pattern detected. If you accept Intersat code as still operative.
That's been out of use for 2 centuries.
An old code.
E-R-R-A-T-I-N.
Terratin.
Mr. Sulu, lay in a course for Cephas.
Aye, sir. Jim, you don't mean you're going to abandon the mapping mission to check out some meaningless signal?
There may be some intelligence trying to contact us.
Gotta check it out.
It's a waste of time, if you ask me.
Well, you're not the captain, Bones, so just sit down and be quiet.
Mantle and crust entirely crystalline.
But nothing in the computer banks
Ooh.
about surface eruptions.
Volcanoes. Love the crystalline formations on the surface of the planet.
Set.
Aye, sir. Entering orbit now.
I register a disturbance, Captain, as if an impulse just passed through the ship.
Bridge reports.
All instruments functioning. Ship's condition normal. All area status lights are green.
Scotty, how are your engines?
Purring like happy kittens, Captain.
That's how we like them.
The gossamer mice show no signs of shock.
Well, our halo fish is bright as ever, Doctor.
They have a little zoo up here.
Very well.
The rats are see-through.
Commence your sensor sweep, Mr. Eriks.
Ash and smoke suspended in oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere.
Whoa.
Aye!
That can't be good. Man, this planet looks so cool. So was that an accident, or did someone do that on purpose?
All ship areas, damage reports.
All instruments functioning normally. Maintaining orbit.
Wave bombardment reduced, but continuing.
What happened?
Don't know yet.
Engineering. No casualties, Captain, but trouble aplenty with the engines. Our only hope now is rewiring impulse. But there are 1,000 broken connections.
Notice the fracturing is spiroform, similar to long-chain molecules.
All the tools, sir. They're too big for us to handle.
You sound like you're blathering, man.
The tools
Are you slumping?
grew?
I have never slumped in my life, Captain.
Tables, chairs, silverware, everything seems to have enlarged.
Or are we getting smaller?
The whole ship has apparently expanded.
An equally good possibility is that ship's personnel have contracted.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Get every ounce of impulse power. We've got to get away from this planet.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised they haven't done an episode where something like this happens before, but I guess it would be difficult to do in a live-action setting. Not on their budget, anyways.
Spock, what have you learned about the wave bombarding us?
Only that it is complex beyond anything in my experience.
I feel like they got smaller, because they all turned white and glowing when the wave hit them.
My eyes no longer fit the opticals.
And I can't reach the dial I turned 5 minutes ago.
Come down to the lab, Jim. I may have something for you now. There's a test tissue, Jim.
Then Spock's theory is right. We're contracting.
We're
That's
getting
where
smaller.
our weight remains the same. Same number of atoms. The effect is just reducing the space between the molecules.
Oh, interesting.
How long can it keep on?
Ad infinitum, perhaps. Considering distance between atoms is relatively as great as between stars.
Really?
And look how tiny they've gotten.
Miss Chapel, What is the composition of this decoration?
Well, it was made for me by the Titanian smiths of Libra, but more like a necklace now.
Yet the uniform on which you wear it fits as well as ever.
Mm-hmm.
Uniform made of algae-based xenolon, I believe.
So it's like a biological thing?
That means only organic matter is affected.
Organic, yeah. That's what it meant.
What happens when DNA is compacted completely?
The strands wouldn't break, Jim. They'd just quit winding.
Then we can calculate the limits to our shrinkage.
Yeah, they can't shrink forever. They better do it quick before they can't
How long can
get
we
around
expect
anymore.
to maintain control of our ship?
Yeah. Oh, this is fun. This is interesting.
Lose effective control of this vessel at the point when we have become approximately 1 centimeter tall. At the present rate, we will reach this less than fingernail length in 32 minutes.
I do have one readout on full spiroid wave analysis. That will take approximately 8 years.
Bypass that analysis. We've got 29 minutes before we're too small to operate ship controls.
Yeah, 8 years is too long.
Request permission to direct phaser fire at the planet. Just let me set for 10 seconds.
Phaser fire will only waste power.
What's just one burst, sir? One single...
Oh. Whoa, no!
Sulu! I think his leg's broken. We'll need a splint.
No. He was starting to panic a little bit. I hope I never have to deal with a broken
The
leg.
electric eye. We've grown too small to make it work.
Broken arm was already bad enough. What's that, a toothpick?
Compound fracture.
That microscope laser, the one designed to heal the middle ear? Well, wouldn't it work here? It's in the lab shelf supplies. I'll get it.
Oh, be careful. I told you to be... Oh, no! In the tank? Did she say help when she was underwater? Oh, she got to the surface. Never mind.
Help! 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 Help!
Is that help on a repeat? Just...
No more climbing heights for you, nurse.
But I've also got the miniature laser.
Does it still work? Even after getting wet?
We are going down to 1/16th of an inch high.
Yes, Captain.
Can you calculate the geographic center of the wave emissions from the planet's surface?
Easily, Captain.
It's as good a place as any to beam down.
We get to go to the planet's surface? Yes!
Scotty, can you hear me? Get a crew down to transporter room 3.
How many beaming down, Captain?
1, Scotty. Myself.
Alone? I feel like, as such a small Kirk, he should bring more people.
I'm going to attempt direct communication by beaming down to the planet's surface. And even this action will be beyond us in 15 minutes' time. Scotty, set automatic return for me. If there's anything to be found down there, 10 minutes should do it.
Captain, the transporter retains a memory of the body's molecular structure. Will it apply as well to your present height?
We'll know that in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was wondering if they could use like a previous scan like they did in the Lorelei signal. At least if they have 1 or 2 people, at the very least, who were big enough to do the controls, they wouldn't have to do it for everybody until they figured out a solution.
Kirk to Enterprise. I think we have an answer to the height problem.
He's big again. Huh. Okay, well, I was gonna say, you can't get it very far in 10 minutes with little legs like that. Uh-oh. Lost the communicator. And it got lavaed. What did he find?
Spock?
Oh no, don't step on anybody. Be very careful where you walk.
Scotty, is it you?
Aye, Captain. For the love of heaven, be careful where you step.
Is everyone safe?
Captain, you'll deafen us for sure. A bridge crew, sir. And all of us suddenly were beamed away. Every living one of them.
Beamed away? By who?
Message to the inhabitants of the city on the planet below. All this ship's armament is locked on the coordinates of your city. You have 1 minute to restore my bridge crew unharmed.
In the name of the Terratin people, we are people of pride, Captain, equal to your own.
Where are my officers?
We tried to tell you our plight as you passed, that our adopted planet is dying.
You still haven't answered my question.
Here we are, Captain.
We're down here in the Capitol building of the Terratin, sir.
Are they normal sized? Yep.
Who are the Terratins?
Descendants of an early lost colony. These Earth colonists named and numbered this planet Terra-10.
There've been no Earth colonists a 16th of an inch
It
tall.
was Earth.
Spiroid epsilon waves are natural here and shrank them to this size. It has become a genetic characteristic now.
We had to build our own world, our own defense.
So wait, are they small or are they?
We had to force help from your ship.
They had no other way to reach us except to make us their size. They didn't mean us harm, sir.
Okay, so they're small. Got it.
Bridge crew, prepare to beam up.
Energize, Captain.
They're normal size.
Nice to be back aboard, sir.
All crew personnel report to transporter rooms immediately. Prepare to beam down to planet surface.
Great earth cracks will soon swallow all. Shall we prepare to be rescued or to die?
Well, we're gonna save them.
Last of the crew beamed up, sir. Dilithium supplies are fully restored.
Mr. Erex, prepare for immediate departure from this area.
What
What
about
about-
the people on the planet?
Yeah.
Mr. Sulu, direct forward phases at the Terratin city set for pinpoint fire pattern.
Take the whole city.
Spock, the macroscope. We welcome your people aboard the Enterprise. We're now headed for your new home, the planet Verdanus.
Is it beautiful as we were told?
Very beautiful.
We have no way to pay the debt we owe. We name you honorary Terratins now and for all time to come.
We came rather close to making it
Thanks.
more than honorary.
Yeah.
I'd say just about a 16th of an inch close. The Lilliputian city is to be taken to Verdanus. Then we'll be able to call the Terratin incident closed.
Nice. Well, I really liked that a lot. I loved seeing them shrinking more and more and more until they became just tiny, tiny little Enterprise crew. We had Sulu falling off the control console. We had Nurse Chapel taking a swim. Can't really blame the Terratin people for trying this last-ditch effort to get someone's attention so that they can help them to make a way for their would-be rescuers to be able to see them and talk to them by turning really tiny. I also really loved this planet with the crystalline formations and then the active volcanoes all over. And they had this nice little city that that's kind of more like this size maybe, that they got to beam aboard the Enterprise and save everybody, which is great. Interesting how these early Earth colonists came over to this planet and turned really small and genetically modified them, that they will just continue to stay this size, have offspring of this size, and stay very, very, very tiny. So I wish I could see what this new planet is like and exactly how they're going to make this habitation for these people. Are there any predators? Like, it didn't look like on Terratin there was much animal life, but it would have been neat if they had some kind of bugs that were like their mounts, like they would use to get around, like some beetles or ladybugs or something. But I guess I got that with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which I mentioned earlier, which is a movie that I loved so much when I was a kid, and I haven't seen it like in a long time. But I just remember crying about the ant. That always made me so sad. And I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. It was a very Star Trek type of story, very straightforward, Very short, to the point, as a lot of these animated episodes are. It was really fun. I really enjoyed this one. I think this one, it's not like one of my top favorites, but it's definitely like above average. I just thought the whole concept was really interesting and fun to see. So with that, I'll leave you guys to it to get into those comments and tell me what you thought. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.